And that's when we are like that, we are like an embryo in an egg. That's how much our world is worth. And yet, of course, when we are like that, whether we are 50 or 60 or 20, we feel big. We feel that there's a lot of world. But that's like an embryo in an egg, a yolk in an egg. Break from that. How do you break from that? First of all, I want to be free. I want to extend my horizons. The only way I could is, first of all, to desire that, to want that, to love that sincerely, to commit to that, sacrificingly for that desire. I love it to a level of sacrifice. And I really want it. That's why we said if somebody is addicted to something, and in this case, one would be addicted to his own existence in that shell. The only way to get out of an addiction first is to want to get out of it. As you know, many of you know, in treating addicts, if the addict does not have the desire, it will not work. If the addict does not want it and does not commit to it, there is no beginning of treatment. So I need to want it. I need to really want it. The priority in everything inside of me, the drives inside of me, the energies inside of me are to be oriented towards that aim. That's everything. That's everything. And anything else must be, if allowed, within it, not outside of it. أصدق, and therefore, انقر بمنقار صدقك بيضة وجودك. Then the way out is you use the beak, the weapon, the means of your sidq in that, of your sincerity in your drive, of your utter conditional commitment and drive towards that. And I spoke to you yesterday about going somewhere and then being called here, being called there, being attracted here, attracted there, then you stop here, you stop there, you turn a gaze here, spend a moment there. That's all antithetical to sidq. And that means the means by which I shall begin the drive, I don't have it. I don't have enough momentum. I will never have enough momentum. أصدق في طلب مولاك, says. انقر بيضة وجودك بمنقار صدقك. أين? And then when you do that, first degree of freedom. That's not it. To make the story brief, and I'm going to come out, I'm going to, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to wander for a while, and I'm going to see, because relative to the egg, a bigger space is like infinity. Then I'm going to feel, wow, I am free. Everything is here. And when I come out of that egg, where I am the only one, the focus on the I and the me, well, I begin to also see others and other things and other people and other creatures and other souls. They exist, they have rights. They challenge and they present opportunities as well. So I begin to connect with that. Until with time, that will become, until I keep walking and walking and roaming, until I realize that from everywhere, metaphorically speaking, there are walls, high walls. That this world, the second dimension in which I am, is limited, limits me. There are walls. As I come out and I'm aware of the creatures other than me in my egg. And as I begin to do that and interact with them, depending on my ahwal and so on, I begin to build detachments and attachments. Detachments in here meaning like fears, trepidations, dislike, and positive ways like feeling that they benefit me, feeling they can help me, feeling they can give me, feeling they can bring me security, they can bring me refuge, they can bring me success. So I begin to develop these attachments and detachments, these relationships with them, until as it continues, that becomes the norm in my life. And I see them because it's the only dimension I have now, after I left my egg, the creatures. I see them, I feel them, I am bound by them, I feel inside of me necessarily bound to them.